Proverbs chapter 20, verse 1. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 1. Proverbs, the 20th chapter and the first verse. Wine and beer make people lose control. They get loud and stumble around, and that's foolish. An angry king is like a roaring lion. If you make him angry, you can lose your life. People who refuse to argue deserve respect. Any fool can start an argument. Oh, Lord. Some people are too lazy to plant seeds, so at the harvest time, they look for food and find nothing. Getting information from someone can be like getting water from a deep well. If you're smart, you'll draw it out. You might call many people your friends, but it's hard to find someone who can really be trusted. Ain't that the truth? When people live good, honest lives, their children are blessed. When the king sits and judges people, he must look carefully to separate the evil from the good. Can anyone say their heart is pure? Who can say, I am free from sin? The Lord hates for people to use the wrong weights and measures to cheat others. Even children show what they're like by the things they do. You can see if their actions are pure and right. It was the Lord who gave us eyes for seeing and ears for hearing. If you love to sleep, you'll become poor. Use your time working and you'll have plenty to eat. When buying something, people always say it's no good. It costs too much. Then they go away and tell others what a good deal they got. The right knowledge can bring you gold, pearls, and other expensive things. If someone promises to pay the debt of a stranger, get a coat or something from them to keep until the debt is paid. It may be a good thing to get something by cheating, but in the end, it will be worth nothing. Get good advice when you make your plans. Before you start a war, find good advisors. You cannot trust someone who would talk about things told in private, so don't be friends with someone who talks too much. Those who would curse their father or mother like a lamp that goes out in the darkest hour. If your wealth was easy to get, it will not be worth much to you. Don't ever say, I'll pay them back for what they did to me. Wait for the Lord. He'll make things right. The Lord hates for people to use the wrong weights to cheat others. It is wrong to use scales that are not accurate. The Lord guides our steps, and we never know where he will lead us. Think carefully before you promise to give something to God. Later, you might wish you had not made that promise. Like a farmer who separates wheat from the chaff, a wise king will decide who is wrong and crush them. Your spirit is like a lamp to the Lord. He's able to see in your deepest parts. A king who is loyal and true will keep his power. Loyalty will keep his kingdom strong. We admire a young man for his strength, but we respect an old man for his gray hair. A beating can remove evil and make you completely clean. Proverbs 21. To the Lord, a king's mind is like a ditch used to water the fields. He can lead the king wherever he wants him to go. People think that whatever they do is right, but the Lord judges the reasons for everything they do. Do what is right and fair. The Lord loves that more than sacrifices. Proud looks and proud thoughts are sins. They show a person is evil. Careful planning leads to profit. Acting too quickly leads to poverty. Wealth that comes from telling lies disappears quickly and leads to death. The bad things that evil people do will destroy them because they refuse to do what is right. Criminals cause trouble wherever they go, but good people are honest and fair. It is better to live in a small corner on the roof than to share the house with a woman who's always arguing. Evil people always want to do more evil. They show no mercy to people around them. When you punish a proud person who laughs at what is right, even fools will learn something, but a little instruction is enough for the wise to learn what they should. God is good. He knows what the wicked are doing, and he will punish them. Those who refuse to help the poor will not receive help when they need it themselves. If anyone is angry with you, give them a gift in private. A gift in secret will calm even the strongest anger. A decision that is fair makes good people happy, but it makes those who are evil very afraid. Whoever leaves the path of wisdom will be on their way to an early death. Loving pleasure leads to poverty. Wine and luxury will never make you wealthy. The wicked must pay for what happens to good people. The cheaters will be taken in exchange for the honest. It is better to live alone in the desert than with a quick-tempered wife who loves to argue. Wise people save the nice things they have. Fools use up everything as soon as they get it. People who try hard to do good and be faithful will find life, goodness, and honor. A wise person can defeat a city full of warriors and tear down the defenses they trust in. People who are careful about what they say will save themselves from trouble. Proud people think they're better than others. They show they are evil by what they do. Lazy people will cause their own destruction because they refuse to work. Some people are greedy and never have enough. Good people are generous and have plenty. God hates sacrifices from the wicked, especially when their reason for offering them is evil. Witnesses who lie will be caught and punished. A careful listener will always be there to speak up. Good people know they are right, but the wicked have to pretend. There is no one wise enough to make a plan that can succeed if the Lord is against it. You can prepare your horses for battle, but only the Lord can give you the victory. Proverbs 22. It's better to be respected than to be rich. A good name is worth more than silver or gold. The rich and the poor are the same. The Lord made them all. Wise people see trouble coming and get out the way, but fools go straight to it and suffer for it. Respect the Lord and be humble, then you'll have wealth, honor, and true life. Evil people are trapped by many troubles, but those who want to live avoid them. Teach children a way that fits their needs, and even when they're old, they will not leave the right path. The rich rule over the poor. The one who borrows is a slave to the one who lends. Those who spread trouble will harvest trouble. In the end, they will be destroyed for the trouble they cause. Generous people will be blessed because they share their food with the poor. Get rid of the proud who laugh at what is right, and trouble will leave them. All arguments and insults will end. Love a pure heart and kind words, and the king will be your friend. The Lord watches over true knowledge, and he opposes those who try to deceive others. A person who is lazy wants to stay home, says, "There's a lion outside. I might get killed in the streets." The sin of adultery is a trap, and the Lord gets very angry with those who fall into it. Children do foolish things, but if you punish them, they'll learn not to do them. These two things will make you poor: hunting the poor to make yourself rich, and giving gifts to the rich. 30 wise sayings. Listen carefully to these words from the wise. Pay attention to what I've learned. It will be good for you to remember these words and have them ready when they're needed. I'll teach you these things. I want you to trust the Lord. I've written 30 sayings for you. These are words of advice and wisdom. They will teach you things that you can know for sure to be true. Then you can give good answers to the one who sent you. Number one, it's easy to steal from the poor, but don't do it, and don't take advantage of them in court. The Lord is on their side. He supports the poor, and he will take from those who take from them. Number two, don't be friends with people who become angry easily. Don't stay around quick-tempered people. If you do, you may learn to be like them. Then you will have the same problems they do. Number three, don't promise to pay someone else's debt. If you cannot pay, you'll lose everything you have. So why should you lose the bed you sleep on? Number four, never move an old property line that was marked long ago by your ancestors. Number five, skilled workers will always serve kings. They will never have to work for less important people. Proverbs chapter 23. Number six, when you sit and eat with an important person, remember who you're with. Never eat too much. Even if you're hungry, don't eat too much for his fine food. It might be a trick. Number seven, don't ruin your health trying to get rich. If you're smart, you'll give it up. In the blink of an eye, money can disappear as if it grew wings and flew away like a bird. Number eight, don't eat with selfish people, controlling the desire you have for their finest foods. They might tell you to eat and drink all you want, but they don't really mean it. They are kind people who are only thinking about the cost. And if you eat their food, you will get sick and embarrassed. Number nine, don't try to teach fools. They'll make fun of your wise words. Number 10, never move an old property line and don't take land that belongs to orphans. The Lord will be against you. He's powerful and protects orphans. Number 11, listen to your teachers and learn all you can. Number 12, always correct children when they need it. If you spank them, it will not kill them. In fact, you might save their lives. Number 13, my son, it makes me happy when you make a wise decision. It makes me feel good inside when you say the right things. Number 14, never envy evil people, but always respect the Lord. This will give you something to hope for that will not disappoint you. Number 15, so listen, my son, and be wise. Always be careful to follow the right path. Don't make friends with people who drink too much wine and eat too much food. Those who eat and drink too much become poor. They sleep too much and end up wearing rags. Number 16, listen to your father. Without him, you would never been born. Respect your mother even when she's old. Truth, wisdom, learning, and understanding are worth paying money for. They're worth far too much to ever sell. The father of a good person is very happy. A wise child brings him joy. Make both of your parents happy. Give your mother that same joy. Number 17, my son, listen closely to what I'm saying. Let my life be your example. Prostitutes and bad women are a trap. They're like a deep well that you cannot escape. A bad woman waits for you like a thief, and she causes many men to be unfaithful to their wives. Number 18, who gets into fights and arguments? Who gets hurt for no reason and has red, bloodshot eyes? People who stay out too late drinking wine, staring into their strong drinks. So be careful with wine. It is pretty and red as it sparkles in the cup, and it goes down so smoothly when you drink it. But in the end, it will bite like a snake. Wine will cause you to see strange things, to say things that make no sense. When you lie down, you'll think that you're on a rough sea and feel like you're at the top of the mast. You'll say, they hit me, but I never felt it. They beat me, but I don't remember it. Now I can't wake up. I need another drink. Lord Jesus, that's the way to end the reading today. I need another drink. Mercy. Well, this is the word of the Lord. I need another drink. All right, put those words in the comment section. Well, don't put in the comment section, I need another drink, but put in the comment section. This is the word of the Lord. Follow, like, share, and subscribe, and encourage others to join in with us as we read